In this video, we'll be talking about the themes embedded in The Last Good Man as written by Patience Swift. And when we talk about themes, we all know this talk about the central message passed across by the writer to his reader. Number one on the list is marriage. When you talk of marriage, marriage is the number one message sent by Patience Swift to his readers. It talks about the intricacies that makes a marriage successful, the do's and the don'ts. And this was seen in the comparison of the marriage life experienced by Sam's family, both his mom and his dad, and the marriage life experienced by Isobel, both her mom and her dad. These two were actually compared that Sam actually led a peaceful marital life as a child from that of his parents, but that of Isobel, it was nothing to write home about. She actually experienced quarrels and squabbles between she and her family. Another thing is bravery and courage. This was seen in the life of Bethany, the mother of Sam. Bethany was very courageous and brave as to take care of Sam from the tender age of 4, having lost her husband untimely. She was so courageous to train Sam in the right way, but as God will have it and as time will have it, she died untimely to leaving Sam by himself. Another thing is honesty and goodness. This was seen in the character of Sam. Sam is so honest to the fault and so good to a fault that it actually brought to himself a misfortune. How can a man actually get a girl from the who he revives from the beach and brought him to his house to live with him without asking any questions? He doesn't really know anything about the little girl, but he took the little girl into his house and fed her, clothed her, and did everything as a father could to his child. So he's very honest and good. It's another thing driven home by Patience Swift. Another thing is blissful ignorance. This blissful ignorance is talking about Sam being cut off from the world's sphere, the world's scenario, the world's system, not knowing what to do at what time, and not knowing what to do as a grown man. How could you as a man get a girl you saved from the beach and then take in that girl into your life, taking her as your child without doing the necessary needfuls by looking for the guidance or the parents of the little girl? That's so awful. But he, being ignorant of the world system, he did contrary, and that actually brought him his misfortune. Another thing is love. Everybody loves love. It was seen in the life of Isobel that goes about sharing her body in search of love, because she couldn't really get it from the family where she grew up from. The family actually experienced quarrels upon quarrels day to day of their lives. So she went out looking for love by being promiscuous. So the theme love is another major theme in The Last Good Man. Another thing is adventure. It's also seen in the life of Isobel. Isobel is very adventurous. She can move from one country to the other in search of her needfuls, in search of her whims and caprices, without taking note of the consequences it brings. In this theme, adventure, it is seen that she went out looking for adventurous actions without knowing that her mom was actually sick, that she died. Her mom died without Isobel knowing that her mom was in the sick bed and died of cancer. She went out doing whatever gives her bliss. Another and the last thing embedded in The Last Good Man is waywardness. You would see that in the character of Isobel. Isobel is very wayward, very promiscuous. She does however she pleases. She does however she likes without even despite the warnings and the cautions of her mother while growing up. It was seen in the book when she was a little girl, age 15, she could do whatever on the streets with boys. Even you could see them, Isobe with her friends going to the lighthouse to do their promiscuous activities. So these are pretty much the things embedded in The Last Good Man. The next video will be treating the characters in The Last Good Man.